Welcome back, guys, to another vlog.
Coaching under quarantine, and we forgot a very special video for you about 3 weeks ago.
We actually got a message like a few days ago saying, guys, what happened to the rest of your top 10? And I was like,
oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Oh no.
We've had that much going on that we just forgot. And in case anyone's wondering why I actually look like a girl today, because we had a little photo shoot, because I got some new hair products, so that's why my hair's looking a little bit purple as well. Just thought I'd explain that. So who's going first?
This is going to be your one.
Why mine?
Because we've got to do them separately so we can compare whose is better. So this one can be Cody's. So the last video we done was a 10 to 6.
Yeah.
So then this video is going to be from 5 to 1. So this one's going to be your one.
Okay, so welcome to my top 5. Now, actually, when I say top 5, it's not top 5 places that we visited. It's top 5 days out. So day trips, top 5 day trips that we've been on so far. So I'm just going to go right in there and say number 5 is the Kawa Hot Pot in Antique. So I've chosen that because it had to be in there. I absolutely loved it. It was very peaceful. It was nice. Very chilled. The atmosphere was brilliant. The setting, the way the garden was set up, everything about it was just amazing.
It was like you was in the kind of like the hills.
Yeah.
Because you could see the river down below, and it had like rice paddies, I think, opposite.
On the other side of the river.
Nice.
The trees were around you. You could just hear nature. There was no traffic noise. There was no noise pollution. There was no like screaming or shouting. It was just very peaceful. You could hear the water, the birds, the wind, and it was absolutely incredible. So number 5 is the Kawa Hot Pot experience in Tibiao, Antique. Chris gonna punch me in the head for this one. And this is quite hard to put it at this number, and I've got reasons why it's at this number. Number 4 is
I know what it's gonna be. I know what it's gonna be.
Number 4 is a boat trip that we done again the same year, and it's in the same province. It's in Antique, and it's actually Seco Island in Antique.
4th. Oh my god. 4th. Are you alright? Do you need your head examining?
Right, it's either 4th or 3rd, and I can't figure out which one to put it in, so I'll put it 4th, and this is the reason why it's 4th, right?
Wow.
No, do you know what? I'm going to swap them round.
No, because 3rd is just as bad.
No, because, it was a toss-up between 4 and 3, and no, I'm going to stick with it, number 4, because, here's my reasons why. Seco is one of the most incredible islands that we've ever been to. It really is absolutely stunning. The water, the water is absolutely, I've never seen water like it, and I know we say that all the time, but I really, really haven't. I had a glass bottle, I was obsessed with it all day. I was pouring the water out of it because it was the same colour as the clear glass. It was pristine. As you're driving to the island, and there's like this ring around the island in the water where it's just this lit up bright turquoise blue, where obviously there was like a ring of sand around the island before all the coral, before you got to it. It's number 4 because you had to swim out really far to be able to see any kind of fish or marine life. I expected, because it was so rural, that there would be so many fish so close to the island, and there wasn't. There was a lot of seagrass, and the current was very, very strong. It's also number 4 because we went there, we had our lunch, and other than walking around the island, there was nothing else to do other than just visit and be there, which it was very peaceful, and we thoroughly enjoyed having the whole entire island to ourselves. The drone footage, I can't fault it. I'm not saying there's anything bad about the island, but for days out, there's been places that have been from like start to finish just magic. And as incredible as this was, it took hours to get there. It took hours to get back. However, because you leave so early in the morning, you are joined by dolphins up the side of your boat, and it was so magic. So it is number 4, and I knew he was going to be angry at me. But it's number 4 because I have to move on and tell you the rest. So number 4 is Secco Island in Antique.
I know that we were meant to be, that baby you were meant for me. Without you it's like I can't breathe, I can't breathe, yeah. And girl, you know you made me sing, and you know you made me feel. Don't run away, please don't leave, please don't leave me. Hey, you know I love you so much, you know I can't let go, you know I can't get enough, you know I want more of your touch, you know I adore you so much. Baby, I can't help myself. Listen, baby, what I say. You know that there is no one else. All I want is that you stay. Baby, I can't help myself. Listen, baby, what I say. You know that there is no one else. All I want is that you stay. Hey, I wanna stay with you. I wanna do the thing.
Number 3.
I'm not happy.
Number 3 is a place that we went to where we actually visited a couple of different spots during the day. It was a day trip, it was a boat trip. However, it's one very specific part of the boat trip that I want to focus on when I give this my number 3 spot. And it's because there are only, I think off the top of my head, and I will correct it down here when I edit it if I'm wrong, but I'm sure there's like 17 or 23 waterfalls in the whole entire world that actually enter the sea from the land. So my number 3 is Catandayagan Waterfalls in Masbate. And the reason it is number 3 is because it was just like this.
That's probably one of the best
There's no
waterfalls.
words. There's no words. Now, let me just...
Very impressive, by the way, guys.
Now, when I say, like, when we say impressive, we mean when you drive up to it, you come around this corner, you're in your
Don't
boat,
drive.
right?
You're in the boat.
Yeah, but your boat's driving in it, right? You come around the corner of, like, the coast, and as you come around, you can just see this massive waterfall from the top cliff of the side of this island just beating into the sea. It's not a trickle, it's very powerful, and it's so beautiful. And then when you look at it from the drone as well, oh my god, it was
I'd love
just
to go back
beautiful.
there, you know that. I would actually love to go back to
It
see
was magic, wasn't it? Magic.
It was unreal.
Now, the only other place in the whole entire world I've ever seen a waterfall go from the land directly into the sea is on the Isle of Skye in Scotland, and I've never seen that ever anywhere else. It's very rare, and I just think that we were very blessed to be able to see it, like come across it the way that we did. And if I'm certain, I think it's actually the only one in the whole Philippines that actually runs into the sea directly. So we got out and we had a little swim around, and we did visit a couple of other places on the same boat trip, but actually that was the highlight of the whole entire day. So
that's what we went there for, was
yeah,
for the waterfall,
we
basically.
did.
It was unbelievable.
So number 3 is Catandayagan Waterfall in Masbate.
Running back to you, I'll come running back. You can call my name, and I'll come running back to you. Running back, I'll come running back to you.
Okay, number 2
I don't know this list, guys, by the way.
Yeah, we don't tell each other each other's list. And I knew he'd be angry at mine. Number 2 is a trip that we went on in our first year of visiting the Philippines. And there's a very specific reason that I've given it this number 2 spot. Because for years of traveling anywhere, no matter what country we went to, there was never a trip that beat it. Now, I have to be honest and say, as far as boat trips go, this is my absolute number 1 boat trip I've ever been on. So, my number 2...
I think I know this one.
My number 2 goes to the Bohol trip that we done in our first year. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about why it's number 2. It's number 1 as far as boat trips go, but it's number 2 because it was very difficult to decide between this one and my number 1. The Bohol trip actually goes from Panglao. We were picked up in a private car by the company who took us on the trip. The company that we've done the trip with actually used to be a company that used to hunt whales and dolphins. It was the only way that they could make money in that area. And since educating themselves and being educated about marine life and sanctuary and being able to, you know, look after your waters so that it's sustainable, they actually stopped hunting completely, and now they offer a boat trip that takes you to see these same animals that they used to hunt. So it's a business that's been in the family for years. It was just taken over, and they completely changed the whole entire business to be able to be ethical, eco-friendly, sustainable, and not actually harm animals during their whole entire business. So like, we've fully supported that, because although we disagree with what they've done, the fact that they made that decision to change it around and completely change the family business, I thought it was really brave. So we went on a boat trip with them. They were so accommodating. They spoke brilliant English. They let us know exactly what was going on the whole entire time. And it was our first year of travel. So because it was our first year of travel, there was a lot of things that we had never experienced before. And I think this was one of our like proper long, early morning, full day out boat trips. We'd been on other boat trips in different areas of the country, but we were up at the crack of dawn. And then we were out until like it was dark, and it was a full day. We seen dolphins swam like next to us in their thousands, not hundreds, thousands of dolphins were swimming around us at sunrise. It was just magic. They were like, oh yeah, if you're lucky you'll see a couple, and there was thousands. So that was special, because you'd never seen a dolphin before in the wild.
No, it's the first time.
So that was really exciting, because I have, but when you're with people who've never experienced that, you get like that hype up again, and you get excited again, and so that was incredible. Then we went to like our first sandbar ever, and we done our first snorkeling experience where you were surrounded. Like, I actually felt like I was in The Little Mermaid. There was just creatures and animals around us everywhere.
The first time we saw starfish as well, right?
No, not the first time I'd seen a starfish.
First time I'd seen a starfish.
In like actual person, like where it was in front of you.
Like in the sea.
It was also the first time Chris had ever seen a turtle in the wild as well. So that was like, we jumped into the water, we dived in. Yeah. No, it definitely was. We spoke about it in the video. And we dived in and we were swimming with this turtle. And the whole day, I think, because it was just a day of like first experiences, our excitement was up. We were so happy, like we were just smiles from ear to ear. We were just so happy. So I think that is like a really deserving spot for number 2. If we remember that this is day outs, like best day trips, yeah. So my number 2 has to go to the Bohol boat trip back in 2017. And I loved it, and I'll do it again.
Hey, where have you been? I've been looking for you now and then. Someone just like you, who can make me feel the way you do. 'Cause if I'm the ocean, you're the rain. We only only need each other, baby, you know we're the same. Let's run away. All I need is you, now and always. You and me, we don't need no one else than each other. You and me. We could run away. You and me together, baby, we don't gotta stay. Let's lose our minds. We could go crazy and leave it all behind.
Number 1.
Now this is interesting.
Can you have a guess what number 1 is?
Yeah, I think I might know.
Go on then.
Are you gonna actually like admit if I get it right? I'm gonna say Cody's probably chosen Enchanted River.
Always gonna hate me because it's not even in my top 10.
Oh my no.
No, it's not in my top 10. Number 1, we'll talk about Enchanted River in a minute. Number 1. Number 1 is actually Pinatubo. Pinatubo, mountain climbing, volcano visiting,
it's
whatever you
want
to call it, right? So Pinatubo is my number 1 for a couple of reasons. Trying to narrow down a top 10 of day trips that you've done over the course of 4 years is very, very hard because we've done some really, really incredible days. Pinatubo is my number 1 purely because of the experience that we had with the people. So I think that going and seeing beautiful places is all well and good, and it's incredible and it's amazing and it's beautiful, and everyone knows that about the country. But I think when you mix the culture, the people, and like the original people of the country within your incredible day trip as well, it just takes it to a level that can't be compared to anything else that you've done. So Pinatubo is my number 1 because yes, the climb was beautiful. The riverbed that had dried out it felt like we were in Jurassic Park. The shots that we got it was literally, I have to be honest and say, I think it's one of the best videos that we have on our channel. I'm so proud of that video. The walk was like fairly easy. It wasn't a difficult walk, so you could actually enjoy it without feeling like you're about to pass out. And the view when you got to the top and looked down, and the colour of the water with the mountains around with all the ash still in place from all them years ago was just incredible to see. So that whole part of it was just brilliant anyway. And we were, shall we do it?
It was expensive.
It was expensive, and we didn't know whether it was worth the money that we were paying for it because obviously we had no experience of it. So when we went and done this trip, the first half of the day was just amazing anyway. The 4x4 ride, like we laughed the whole entire day. And then at the end of the trip, when we'd finished climbing the volcano and we were on our way back to the town, we actually stopped off at an Aita tribe where they live in one of their villages, and there are no words that I can give you for what that experience done for me. It was so humbling, and like it makes me want to cry happy tears. Just the way that we walked in, and the guide had said to me while Chris was playing with all the kids, was like, you know, these people have never seen, because he could speak to them, he could communicate, and obviously we couldn't because they didn't speak English. And the guide told us that the people in the village had said they'd never seen another black man before that wasn't part of their tribe or wasn't an Aita. So they were fascinated by him. And it was so special to watch them watching him watching them, and just that interaction, and the fact that you don't need to speak the same language, but you can still communicate with people through facial expressions and kindness, and just all of that amazing stuff for me means that there can't be anything else as far as day trips are concerned that would take that spot, because it was just special in a whole different way to anything that we've ever done before. So if I look at my top 10 to 1, I have to say that out of everything that we've done, the one thing I want to do more of is stuff like going and seeing the tribes of the country, going and meeting the original people, getting more involved in the community, because we do get involved in the community, we just don't really film it. But when I made that video, it took days and days and days to edit, but every like hour I was saying to you, wasn't I, oh my god, you gotta watch this bit, oh my god, you gotta see this clip. It was just so exciting, and to have them memories on camera just
was a good video,
warms
for
my
sure.
whole heart. So number 1 has to go to the Pinatubo and Aita experience in Zambales.
I'm biding my time, I hope that it ain't so. Facing the truth, the eye of the needle. And even if we're not solving this riddle, there's no taking back all the deeds that we've done. There's a lot that we did wrong, looking back on all of the shit we've done. I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out and I breathe in. When there is no way back in, and we are the eye of the needle.
So that is my 5-1, and if you haven't seen my 10-6, then we will link it. But I have to say sorry for all of the really special places that never made it into my top 10. For example, Enchanted River. But I had to like go off the way places made me feel, and like just different elements. I think that we've probably looked at our top 5, maybe we've come at it from a different angle, maybe that's why. But this is the fun of both doing one each rather than doing one together, because we would have just had a fight.
Yeah.
We would have just had a fight.
There would have been Secco absolutely not fall for 5th. No way.
So yes, thank you all very much for watching my top 5. If you agree and think that I have the better one, then let us know. But Chris's one is going to be next. We're probably going to film it on the same day. So here we go. See you in the next one, guys.